If you could ask Donald Trump one single question and get an absolutely straightforward honest answer, what would it be? How influential was that Obama joke at the correspondents' dinner to you running? Was it personal? What was the joke? Do you really want to be president? That's similar to mine. Do you even want a second term? What is Obama's last name? Gate. Presses record on my camera. Have you ever had sexual relations with a minor while you were an adult or been party to wasting those who did do? I'm so jaded at this point that I don't think this would damage his support. What is your endgame? Whispers, Rosebud. Why do you never give honest straightforward answers? Trump. Well, that is a great question. I'm glad you asked such a great question, and it is a question that deserves a great answer. All great questions deserve great answers, and this is one of those great questions. Next question. It's like he's really here. Would you sign my petition to put genitals on gummy bears? Edit. Thanks so much for the silver and nothing to do award. I was high as F when I posted. Didn't expect it to blow up like this. Best one here. We need anatomically correct bears to breed in these uncertain times. How do you want to be remembered? I think his honest answer would give us insight into why exactly he does the things he does. I think it would be one of the following. Fathers love to be known as the best, to get back at other people, to be loved by everyone. He wants to be the very best, like no one ever was. Well, truth is, I would like to know if he genuinely believes in conservatism or is just exploiting it. That seems too obvious to be interesting. He was a Democrat for years. Donated tons of money to Democratic campaigns. He only flipped once he discovered that he could actually make inroads with the Republicans with his particular brand of crazy when he never could with Democrats. There are so many instances where he states some profoundly anti-conservative idea and then does a 180 once he, or more likely his advisors, realize it's not the correct thing to say. Take the guns first, go through due process second. What's your top 10 list of big least crimes committed? Weirdly limited, including dates, times, locations, and the names of others involved. What acts have you committed in the last decade that violate either American law or the laws of the jurisdiction in which they were committed? Not a question but advice. Don, my man, you should grow a beard, it'll look great on you, dude. It upsets me that not many politicians have beards anymore. Which presidential actions have you taken that are solely to your own benefit or to improve the way you think people perceive you? Good question. Also, what actions have you taken as the president because you are jealous of Obama? What was the most shocking thing you learned as president? That Puerto Rico is an island. How do you spell hamburger? With letters. Lots of them. The best ones. If you only knew what I knew, you'd be asking Obama. You see, Coca-Cola. It's a drink. You drink it with hamburgers. Like this. So it's obvious. Nasty question. Next. Do you genuinely believe you're doing a good job? He has NPD, so he will answer yes to this question, no matter what the circumstances. Did you really want it to be president, or was the campaign a ploy to raise your profile to better negotiate a TV deal and went in the opposite direction every time you said things that you thought will definitely end the campaign? The dude totally springtime for Hitler into the Oval Office. Why after about 200 years he had to bring wigs back in the White House? Actually, this is a common misconception. I have studied this for many years. Trump doesn't wear a wig. He grows the hair out of the sides and back of his head and combs it forward to cover the top of his head to try to give the illusion of a full head of hair. He also dyes it, which makes it look even more fake. What government secrets do you know? All of them. And they're great secrets too, the best secrets. What is your name? What is your quest? What is your favorite color? What is the capital of Area? What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? African or European? What was it like to be in Home Alone 2? Has answered this before in an interview. Think he said something like it was an honor to be in such a big movie or something. Who hurt you? China. What is on your tax returns? The stupid part is, this shouldn't even be a question. This information should be check #1 before letting someone run a country. He's worked hard to keep it secret. It must be really bad. Did Epstein killed himself? Literally nobody on the right or the left believes this lol. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's your favorite color of the alphabet? The Lamestream media keeps saying I like orange, but that is fake news. Why are you the way you are? I don't think Ops premise is that Trump would become an oracle. He has no idea what the hell is wrong with himself. If you asked him this, he would sincerely launch into a speech of self-adulation, mixed with attacking other random people. I would ask for a small loan of $1 million. Honestly, no. What's your port? 69 Ivanka. What is the color of this duck in dress? That's a good question. Really is. The color combination can be described in multiple ways. I'm sure I can figure it out. I'm really smart. Have an IQ of 134. Have I ever told you that? Anyways, Obama couldn't answer this question. Obama failed, and so did his eyesight. Do you actually want to be president anymore, or would you prefer to go back to just being rich and doing whatever you want? He sort of does anyway, but I feel like deep down he probably would rather not have the stress of being president and just have some show where he can rant about all his bullshit without having any of the responsibility. Are there aliens in Area 51? No, he had them all deported. You're the president of the USA, so if anyone knows it's you. Do intelligent space aliens exist? Now I've watched like 3 UFO documentaries, so now I'm an expert. The president is only on a need to know basis, and until something really happens, he doesn't need to know. How many abortions have you paid for? Paid for? None. He makes the girl foot the bill. Why male models? How many women have you raped? When you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number 1, how dare you? What did you and Putin discuss behind those closed doors? All sorts of great things. Things so great, they are great. So great I can't even understand them. What exactly is a Bamagut? Details please. I know this will sound silly, but I would really like to know, why did he even run president? What did it mean for him? Like, what did he feel only he could do? I'm curious because, if you watch old videos of him, it's a completely different human, and TBH I would have voted for that Donald Trump. But why go from a public figure that people as a whole thought was kinda cool, like mentioned in rap songs, makes crazy amounts of money etc., to being very much hated for those same things on a separate stage? Because if you watch old videos of him, it's a completely different human, and TBH I would have voted for that Donald Trump. You're forgetting age. Those videos of him are ancient, though, you have to remember that. Since then, age and sickness, can't remember the name of what he has, have taken their toll on him, and turned him slightly senile and angry. If he comes off as an old guy in his 70s ranting at the TV, that's because he // an old man in his 70s ranting about what's on the TV. It's just now he has Twitter at his fingers. An old man who was raised earlier watching Loud Obs, now watches Fox and Friends incessantly, and even calls in to complain all the harder. The hosts have to shut him up and stop taking the call. It would be sad if he wasn't so dangerous to the nation itself. Now he's got access to the nuclear football, for Christ's sake. What does kafif mean? I honestly think he fell asleep at that point. According to Wikipedia, it was supposed to be coverage and he likely fell asleep hitting send before he could finish the entire tweet. It was deleted about 6 hours later, I'm guessing when he woke up. Just one question of a random European. What the actual duck? As an American, this is also my question. Recording. What crimes have you ever committed? Why? And to who? Or if not that, then what were your intentions when you became president? One of those. Why hasn't Obama been charged for using the FBI against your campaign? Just go after him already. You didn't hear? Presidents don't have to follow the law. What does Russia have on you? Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way. I hate so much about the things that you choose to be. Did you get peed on by hookers? The rumor was they peed on the bed, not on him. He hates Obama so much he paid prostitutes to pee on a bed Obama may have slept in, not one he will sleep in. Past tense. He's so ducking dumb, angry, and spiteful he ruined a very expensive hotel's bed where he was sleeping that night, mind you, because Obama may have slept in the same bed. Trick question. It's not possible to get an absolutely straightforward honest answer from Trump. Why don't you blend your makeup on the sides? The line between your face and neck is quite pronounced. If you had to lose $1,000,000 for each death from the COVID pandemic out of your personal bank account, would you stay the course or change your strategy? Any smart person in that situation would change. One that my father would often ask us as kids after we did something ridiculous. What is your major malfunction? I'm momming, and actual answer of truth, whether or not he knows it consciously, would provide answers to so many other important questions. That question must be in the dad operating manual, because mine used to ask me the exact same question. Why are you encouraging COVID-19 protesters? Because the protesters aren't demanding anything from him. I'd be interested to see how different the tone would be if people were demanding more money from the state beyond the 1K pittance they were given. This lets him throw it to the states, blame them if it goes bad, or take the credit if it goes well. This thread is starting to remind me of r/politics. What are your plans for your second term? What will you do after you leave office in 2025? Based on truth build. What fake tan do you use? Vox. Do we have aliens, and are any alive? We have lots of them at the border. Are you actively trying to screw the majority of Americans to the benefit of yourself and your rich friends? Or are you just an idiot who doesn't know what he's doing? Yes. The Massive political circle jerk of Reddit at work. Do you solemnly swear that you will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of your ability, preserve, protect and defend the Constitution of the United States? He solemnly swears that he is up to no good. Could you explain your hair and face? I think he is fairly straightforward, and we know exactly what he thinks. It's just that a lot of us dislike what he says. I actually prefer people like him to those who think like him but deceive people. At least you know what you're getting with Trump, and I'm not a supporter of his. It's always nice to see someone respectfully disagree instead of just talking chiz. Thanks for being a decent human being. You okay, hun? You already get a straight answer to every question he is asked. He blurts out and tweets whatever he is thinking for the attention. Then he honestly changes his mind 15 minutes later based on feedback to whatever he thinks makes him popular then. Are there aliens? What do you think about your voter base? People are asking questions they claim to know the answer to. What a waste of an opportunity. One question. Do you believe the vice president is the right person to be president tomorrow if something happened to you? Have you ever raped anyone? Can you deport Jake Paul? Lol, to where? Did you receive aid in the 2016 election from any outside source? And if yes, then who? It's 2020. Are you serious? Why are you the way you are? Why are you such a huge piece of cheese? First, I make sure the world is watching and that they all know that Trump is under some truth compulsion spell or whatever. They are all aware that he has to answer a single question, 100% honest and straightforward, and there will be no room for spin or deflection or anything else. I then ask, hey, how are you? Then when he answers, I thank him for his time and leave. Because while I don't like the guy and think that it would be funny to embarrass him, I think it'd be even funnier to troll half the world equals P. Joke's on you. His response, pretty terrible. I'm way over my head. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm afraid no one will ever be proud of me. You've trolled no one and embarrassed him. Where's the wall? And did the check from Mexico arrives? Have you ever assaulted or touched a woman without consent? Just think it would be interesting to know the truth considering all the jokes he makes and the rumors. Oh good, more Trump bashing. That's what Reddit was missing. How many abortions have you paid for? Yanni or Laurel? Are you actively trying to be the worst president in the history by being the dumbest of them all? What the duck is wrong with you anyway? What do you actually want? What do the Russians have on you? I assume you didn't bother reading the Mueller report. Oh my, you watched until the end? That's fucking awesome dude. Thanks for watching.